Today on CWN, our baseball team has an uncle versus nephew game.
And our sports anchor Maddie is working for the Hooks. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Emma, and today is Friday, April 25th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Our sports anchor here on set, Maddie Valperts, has recently started working her first job ever. Congratulations to her. She has been working for the Corpus Christi Hooks as one of the kids' zone attendants. Sounds like a super awesome opportunity.
Hey Kat, today I'm here with Maddie Valperts, and I heard you got a job at the Hooks. Can you tell me about that and what you do?
Yeah, I did get a job. I've had the job for like a while now, but yesterday was my second day working. I'm a kid zone attendant there, so I just kind of stand there in the kid zone, make sure that like nobody's killing each other or anything, and make sure they're using the equipment correctly. But yeah, it's a very positive environment. I'm very excited for this opportunity, and anybody else that's like looking for a job, definitely like check out the Hooks. It's a very great environment. It's a lot of fun. So yeah.
That's super cool. Thank you so much.
I know if I'm at a Hooks game, I'm definitely going to go check out the kids zone to see if Maddie's working.
Yeah, I might just apply for a job there myself. Attention all seniors, Mrs. Lyons is here to talk about some things you need to do before you graduate. Be sure to give her your full attention.
Hi Cats, I'm here with Miss Lyons. Miss Lyons, can you tell us what's going on with the seniors?
Sure, there's lots going on with the seniors right now. So, first off, we are working on senior shirts. So the senior class will all have the same shirt to wear to graduation practice. And we need your signature and your shirt size. So if you have not done that, you need to come see me today because I have to turn it in after school. After that, project graduation tickets are going to go on sale starting next week. You have until May 9th to get those. What that is, it's $25. Project graduation is a lock-in here at the high school after graduation, and everybody that comes, you're here till 5 a.m. At 5 a.m., everybody's going to leave with some kind of prize, a TV, a computer, Amazon gift cards. You're going to get something. So that's coming up as well. There is also lots of activities. May is going to be crazy. If you're not on Parent Square, make sure you're on Parent Square because I'm going to send out all kinds of messages via that. So have a good one, and let's go class of 2025.
Okay, that's it. Now back to the studio.
If you have visited the atrium recently, you may have seen a few furry friends. Coach Ashburn, a teacher here on campus, has been taking care of the little cats, giving them food and water. Let's send it over to him to see the cats.
Hey Wildcats, today I'm here with Coach Ashburn, and I hear that you feed the cats in the atrium. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I feed the cats in the atrium. Yeah, I don't know how long ago it was. A couple months ago, I saw a couple cats in there, and I'm a cat guy. So I just thought I'd feed them. You know how cats are. You feed them once, and then they bring their friends back. So right now, there's just two. There's a small little female cat and a tomcat that comes every once in a while. And trying to get them tame enough so we can take them out and get them in like a forever home. So we're kind of just feeding the wildcats. Get it?
Well, thank you, and back to the studio.
Now that we are close to the end of the year, Mr. Jones's theater classes have finally finished their season. Let's send it over to Mr. Jones himself to see what his plans are for next year.
Hello, Calallen TV. Today we're here with Mr. Jones to talk about what they're going to do at the rest of the year.
Yeah, so basically we're done with the year, closing it out, just have our award ceremony, our banquet to kind of award everybody for the year and everything like that. So after that, we're done.
Nice. Back to the studio.
If you are interested in conspiracy theories, Mrs. Treat, the English 2 teacher, is here to talk about the exciting project that all of her classes are doing.
Hey Cats, today I'm here at Miss Treat. So Miss Treat, I heard that in your English classes you're doing a conspiracy theories project. Can you tell me more about what that is?
So the students are getting to pick either a conspiracy theory, a myth, or a legend, and then they're doing research and they have to discover what's the truth behind it. So like Princess Diana, some people think that she was actually killed by the royal family, And so they'll have to, if someone believes that, they'll have to provide evidence to show that.
Well, thank you so much. That sounds really fun. And back to the studio.
Mrs. Luby is here to talk about all the exciting announcements she has about the yearbook and when we can go pick them up if you bought one.
Hey Cass, it's Jackson. Today we interviewed Miss Luby about information on how to buy a yearbook.
Hey guys, I've had a lot of kiddos asking me if you can still buy your yearbook, and absolutely yes you can. Cash or check to room 704, or you can buy it online at yearbookforever.com. They're currently $90, but find a yearbook staff member for a coupon code.
Thanks Mrs. Luby. And Cass, make sure to buy your yearbooks, especially seniors. You don't want to miss out on your last year to get one. That's all from me and back to the studio.
The seniors have been doing some fun things recently, participating in a senior adopting. Let's send it to Patrick to see how it's going.
Hey Kath, I'm here with Patrick. So I heard there's a thing called senior adoption. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so basically it's a thing they started in 2020 for the graduates. We didn't really have a graduation, and so they carried it on still. And so basically it's ran on Facebook through the parents of the seniors, and what they do is you just put your senior on there and then you just get quote unquote adopted. And what it is basically someone in the community comes and like just gives you a thank you basket for like going through high school and graduating, and so it's almost like your parent. So yeah, that's about it.
Thank you. That's all. I'd like to see you.
The Spanish National Honor Society just passed, and Mrs. Rivera is here to talk about what happened that day and all the exciting events they did. Let's send it over to her to get the scoop.
Hi, I'm Quinn. I'm here with Miss Rivera. Miss Rivera, I heard there's some things going on with the NHS. What's going on?
Hola, Quinn. Buenos días. Yes, so we had the induction 2 days ago. Was Wednesday. Today's Friday, right? Yes. Wednesday was the induction. So there's some requirements. And the students have to, of course, meet. Some of them must be taken or have taken a Spanish 2 or higher. A Spanish GPA must be 4.0 or higher. The cumulative grade point average must be 4.0. Excellent attendance, must have an excellent discipline record, must obtain the minimum of 4 points from the application, and must be recommended by his or her Calallen High School teachers.
Yes, ma'am. And what are the responsibilities of being inducted?
I would say participate. Participation is key. We do have different events like beach cleanup. We do the highway or around the school cleanup. Teacher appreciation, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, things like that. There are different events, and the big one is the angel tree with one of the elementaries here in the district.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Back to you.
It's time for Studio 361. Let's find out what's happening in our local area.
Hey Cass, welcome to Studio 361. Bryson Keith concert in Corpus Christi is on April 26th at the Concrete Street Amphitheater. You can find tickets online. It's going to be a great concert and a lot of fun. I think I might go to that one, honestly. What about you?
Man, it sounds like a lot of fun. And then the Hooks are playing the Frisco Rough Riders at Whataburger Field in Corpus Christi. Their next game is on Saturday at 3:05. It's going to be a great game, so grab your tickets and have fun. Man, you know I like to watch baseball. What about you, man?
Man, I love baseball. I've been growing up around it. The Shoreline Food Truck Festival in Corpus Christi takes place on Saturday from 12 to 7 p.m. in the First United Methodist Church parking lot. It's free to attend and features live music and good food.
361 Studio, out.
What's playing at Movies Inc? Well, if you want to know, we have it. Here's this week's edition of the movie playlist.
Thank you, anchors. Today, Movies Inc. will be showing The King of Kings, Star Wars Episode 1, and The Amateur. The Amateur is a espionage thriller film about a CIA cryptographer, Charlie Heller, who seeks revenge for his wife's murder after his agency refuses to take action. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
All the Spanish classes have been making piñatas recently. Let's take it to a couple of the students to see how to make your own from scratch.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Mark and Aubrey. So we heard that in Spanish 1, y'all are making piñatas. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, we're making piñatas for Cinco de Mayo, and we're making them out of paper. And then once we're done, we're gonna use tissue paper to make ruffles like a real piñata.
All right, and Mark, and how's the project coming along for you?
The project's really easy for me. As you see, I already finished. I got my inspiration from Fortnite because it's a Fortnite llama.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
If you are not going to be busy during the summer, it may be a good idea to be a drum major for the band. Let's send it over to see how you can join.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Mr. Valperts. Mr. Valperts, you're having drum major auditions. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. Our drum majors, for those of you guys that don't know, the drum majors are the leaders of the leaders. We have a lot of student leaders, section leaders and things like that in the band program. But the top of the leadership food chain is the drum majors. So they are the folks that you're going to see out there that are actually conducting the band, right, and standing in front of the group and representing the group, when they're being interviewed and things like that. So those positions very, very, very important. And it's sort of a grueling process. They have to be. They get trained on conducting. They have to conduct the band. They get trained on leadership qualities. They have to go through a grueling audition process. So it's a very important position. And those auditions are going to be wrapping up next Friday. And then we're going to be making the announcement of our drum majors for next year at the band banquet next week.
That's really cool. And what does the audition entail?
Okay, they have to demonstrate some of the marching band skills that we need. So they have to demonstrate a great marching technique because they are going to help teach the younger students and whatnot the marching technique. So they have to be great marchers. They have to be good conductors, right? It's not just about waving your arms around. There's specific conducting technique that we have to have because they have to keep great time. There's an interview process also because, we need to have the person with the right leadership mentality being up there in front of the band. So it is, once again, a very grueling audition process that they have to go through.
Well, thank you, sir, and let's turn it back to our studio.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media after this quick break from our sponsor.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic. You want to live free?
This is how you Sonic.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. If you haven't heard about the USC Speak Your Mind Challenge, it's a great challenge to spread awareness for mental health and much more. The softball coaches had fun participating at last night's practice as the girls dumped buckets of ice on their head. Check out @Calallen Softball for more. Now it's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this short break.
Quick PSA for your seniors. We're doing a senior video in room 704, Miss Luby's room, starting next Monday. The due date's May 9th. It's for your loved ones at graduations to see your video. It's a 15-second video. It's a quick video. Make sure you come in here and do that because the due date is May 9th. Thank you. Now back to studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. So, Kerrigan, I heard that our softball girls have a big playoff game tonight against Far Valley View. How do you think they're going to do?
And they're going to do good. It's probably going to, we're going to come out good, and it's going to be a little tougher game, but I think we're going to do great. And I think we're going to do great. And I think their pitcher is just a little bit kind of slow, but and so good. I think we're going to come out pretty good and ready to go today. So let's come on, beat them like the playoffs.
Woohoo, that's awesome. Yeah. Good luck to our girls. A lot of our JV baseball players have been moving up recently. Sounds super interesting. Let's send it over to Eli to get some more information on what has been going on.
Hey guys, I'm here with Eli. So Eli, how does it feel to be moved up from JV to varsity?
It feels good. It feels like a great accomplishment as a freshman, of course, to be moved up with varsity and get to see like the experience that one day I'll be on that field and see how it's going to be when playing.
What are the expectations that you have to live up to being moved up from JV to varsity?
Expectations are very high. Coach Shannon does work on or is on us about working hard and by having everything correct and technique.
Thank you, Eli. Thank you, Eli. Back to the studio.
And continuing on with baseball, there is a non-district game coming up against San Antonio Reagan. Good luck to our players. Their coach is actually related to our baseball coach, so this is a family affair. Best of luck to our players with that.
Hey Cats, it's Ellen here with Reese. Reese, I heard you have a game on Saturday. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, we have a game on Saturday against Reagan in San Antonio at 2 o'clock.
And what are y'all doing to prepare for that?
We're scrimmaging each other like the team and just taking ground balls and hitting in the cage.
Okay, that's really cool. Well, thank you, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
And now it's time for your local weather forecast with James right after this short break.
How's it going? You got your ID?
Yes, sir.
What are you late for?
No excuses, sir.
Oh, you got D-Hall, okay? You can get this later, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, get up there. Get to class.
Yes, sir. Reminder, students, if you come in late after 8:30, then the officer here will take your ID and tell you that you have lunch D-Hall. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Temperatures continue to warm up across the coastal bend as the clouds continue to dissipate, but the wind still remains to provide a little bit of relief. Currently, temperatures at 81 degrees with heat indices all the way up at 87 degrees with partly to mostly, if not completely, cloudy skies. Winds out of the southeast at 15 miles per hour and a 10% chance of rain as of right now, but on our Doppler radar, nothing on there as of right now. No alerts to convey about either. Now looking on to our 2 to 10, temperatures continuing to rise into the 80s throughout the day before dropping down into the 70s by 10 p.m. with those heat indices breaching up into the 90s by 2 p.m. Those winds remaining relatively constant out of the southeast. And of course, we have that huge softball playoff game tonight here against Far Valley View. This is your forecast for that game, looking from 5 to 9 p.m. Conditions were expected to be partly cloudy throughout most of the evening up to game time, and then as the game progresses, clouds will continue to flood into the region. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s with those heat indices at 5 p.m. around 90, but by game time, they'll drop down to about 85 degrees. Everything continuing to drop by 9 p.m., including the wind speed. Onto your 3-day outlook into your weekend and the beginning of next week. Another day of constant conditions here, with the next 3 continuing this trend. Temperatures in the mid 80s, heat indices in the low 90s, low chances of precipitation, and winds out of the southeast from 15 to 30 miles per hour. And onto your important days counter. Remember, Senior Award Night, May 14th, and the last day, May 19th, are 19 and 24 days out respectively, with graduation in only 27 days. Memorial Day and the last day of the school year are currently sitting at 31 and 34 days respectively. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what do you call 2 ducks and a cow?
Anna, Emma, what?
2 quackers and milk.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always, stay classy, Calallen.